Yo, how you guys doing? Appreciate y'all. Who is here? What is up? How we doing? How we doing? Shout out Jeremiah, first member of the fam in chat. Appreciate you, big dog. Shout out William. Shout out Cameron. How you doing? Yo, you really on an 80-game win streak? Yes, sir. As you guys can see, 16-0, 16-0, 16-0, 16-0, 16-0, and the reason why it's really simple is because, as you guys can see, we lost the Natty in 2037, so the next season literally started the first winning season. So yeah, I'm just 5 times 16 equals Mississippi State going. That's actually the funny part. I haven't used the Mississippi State playbook a singular time, Cameron. I have been literally alternating every season with a different playbook. The last 5 playbooks we've used have been Notre Dame, Arkansas. By the way, this is in like no particular order because I it's been so long I don't remember the order. But it's Notre Dame, Arkansas, Nebraska, those 3. BYU. BYU and what was the playbook we used after Notre Dame but before BYU? Auburn, that's what it was. It's Auburn, BYU, and Notre Dame, Nebraska. Yeah. This season, I think the streak's probably going to come to an end, which is pretty sad, but oh well, because this season, I'm going to be using the mythical Hawaii playbook. And if you're wondering, well, Beastly, what's so mythical about the Hawaii playbook? I don't know, but allegedly, from what people have said in my comments of my previous video, that I could have a receiver put up 4,000 yards with this playbook. So if that, can happen, then obviously that'll blow the Boise State playbook out the water for sheer receiver stats. Even though I have a very strong feeling that the Hawaii playbook, might put up good stats, but I don't know if any playbook will touch Boise. Just because Boise is so consistently about 2,000 yards, about 20 touchdowns per season that it's going to be very difficult to stop that. But I've not used every playbook in the game, so there's no guarantee, right, that maybe Hawaii is better than Boise. We're going to find out. But to increase the chance as well of the Hawaii playbook not shitting itself, I'm going to slap my glasses on. Haven't worn these in 2 days. But to increase the chance, well, I guess decrease the chance technically, but to guarantee the Hawaii playbook to be as tested as authentically as humanly possible, as you guys can see, I have a pocket passing QB. He's a 5-star junior, decent throwing attributes, but as you guys can see, he does have 1 pesky skill cap in accuracy, which annoys me because he could be 1 to 2 overall higher if he strictly had 1 less box here. And then, as you guys can see, I have 2 boxes in IQ. So technically, he's a 94 overall, but if I had these 3 boxes taken away, he'd probably be a 98 to a 99 overall QB. But yeah, here's my pocket passing QB. He does have a lot of speed. 81 is definitely a lot of speed, so I could go in and make him slower, but I'm not. That's too much work. So yeah, we'll be doing this season with a pocket passing QB with Hawaii to hopefully see if the Hawaii playbook is as good as advertised. And then down the pipeline next year, this redshirt junior, John Pears, is going to be a dog, as you guys can see. Assuming I can get him to come back. He's max throw power, max elusiveness, almost max accuracies. Next season, we'll be easily able to max out accuracy and IQ. And then whatever we have left to deal with, we can just stick in quickness. So John Pears is pretty good. Hopefully he doesn't leave early. There's a pretty large possibility he leaves early, but if he does, we have plenty of options. This gentleman is this weird pure runner. If you guys haven't watched my previous couple streams, this pure runner isn't a good pure runner. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because he's an athlete pure runner and not an actual pure runner. I don't know what the logic is, but if you scroll to his elusiveness, he doesn't have any. which is very counterproductive because if you look at the boxes, I have 19 of the 20 boxes. So you would think a star dev pure running athlete quarterback who has 19 of the 20 boxes would have above 80 juke move or spin move. The answer is no. So I can't quite comprehend why my elusive pure runner has worse juke and spin move than a dual threat or a backfield creator. To me, that makes no logical sense. If anything, this dude should have 90, probably 90 plus juke spin, not break sack, but all the running stats should be high on a running quarterback. That's kind of the point. Also 99 speed, so ignores throw power and his accuracies. We haven't fixed those quite yet, but either way, we got a pretty good QB this year. Assuming we get him to come back, an amazing QB next year, and then just keep the trend going of just elite QB after elite QB after elite QB. Oh. And then after we test the Hawaii playbook, I'm trying to remember the next playbook but I'm basically just scrolling through the YouTube comments. I know BYU is there, Auburn's there, and Hawaii is there, but there might be more. But yeah. How y'all doing? I've been a very busy last couple of days. Mama Beasley had to be taken to the hospital, and then afterwards I had to help her after the fact a couple of days, so that's where I've been these last several days. She is doing better. Nothing too severe, but still life-changing, or I guess lifestyle-changing nonetheless. Ooh. Scary best coach build vid? What do you mean? Scary. That's not really a statement. You asking for my best coach build video? Because I already have it on the channel. Cameron Wild? Yes, sir. Very, very, very wild. I don't remember what I've upgraded my players at, so do give me a moment. Which, this is also really funny. I have a 98 overall elusive route runner, but I have a 96 speedster, and I think the speedster is actually better than the route runner. Just due to the fact that the speedster actually has good catching in spec and in traffic, whereas this guy has, as you see, no spec and no catch in traffic, but we'll see who goes where. What have I upgraded? I've upgraded my left tackle, left guard, centers. Guys, stop that right guard. Okay. 3 likes in the VOD. Appreciate y'all. Make sure all my audio is working as intended, because sometimes Steam Labs is really funny stuff. I feel like I've already done these upgrades. Did they not save? Yeah, I've already done this. This is 20 and this is 6. Yeah. That's weird. Now, here's his problem. How do I not improve his overall? Ooh, that actually reminds me, chat, for a future video I was gonna make. You know how it's so, like, you gotta hold A, and you gotta upgrade, and then hold A, and upgrade again, and how it's just this very slow and clunky process to upgrade your players? I don't understand how it can be this slow and clunky way to upgrade your players, when if you buy abilities, they're instant. I'll do more later, or I guess now is later, but I'll do more in a moment. But you can rip through these abilities pretty quickly, assuming you have them unlocked. Which makes no sense to me how it takes this long to spend your tokens for your regular stuff, but it instantly spends your tokens for abilities. There is no input delay. It's just bam, 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 bam. And there's even no animation, so you can really just speed through it. Just a 93 overall with no pass blocking upgrades. This is going to be an auto 99. Give it to me. Give me the 99, please. Yes, we got the 99. Ooh. I'll take that. Why not? Oh, here will be someone I could upgrade the abilities for. Yeah, look at how fast I can, like, buy these abilities. 1, 2, 3, 4. I just went from, I think, bronze or no tier to platinum screen enforcer instantly. Where is this instantly spend tokens feature for your abilities? Instantly, and then, yeah. Which isn't enough, because he's still an 80 overall, so. I guess we'll do speed. Guess we'll go speed twice. Because he's going to be there next year. I can't have him getting any too high of an overall. Or I'm cooked. Or I am cooked. Really? No abilities. Okay. Jones. Oh, no. I'm assuming you're referring to Mama Beastly. Yes. Oh, yeah. I had that, like, 99 redshirt sophomore DN I tried to bring back last year, and he left. That piece of shit. How dare he be good and actually want money as if he's a good player? Ain't no way. I'm gonna have back-to-back high overall DNs. This guy's a 90 fucking 3. 94, right? Nope, still 3. This guy's a 93 overall with basically 2 seasons of upgrades. It's insane. If I can bring him back, it'll be a 90-something next year. Assuming he comes back. That's the big problem, though. I haven't, Jones, and I'm glad you just brought up Texas Tech. We're doing Hawaii this year. Hawaii is the test of the stream. Assuming I get 2 years and we'll do 2 playbooks, but I don't actually know if, how much energy I'll have because I've been very, very, very busy these last couple days. Because I want to see if the Hawaii book is as good as advertised, which I don't think it is, but only one way to find out. Ooh, you got like a disgusting amount of skill caps. Ew. Here's the funny thing is that if I could bank these, I would, but I can't, so. AI can spend it. Actually, no. Because the AI might buy abilities, which would do literally nothing for me. At least these couple of garbage power upgrades may do something. We'll see. I doubt it, but maybe. Cameron, I wonder if PC has a mod that makes manually upgrading players easier, lol. Well, like, the main problem with manually upgrading your players is just the actual, like, confirmation animation of the game being like, you spent your tokens. You spent your tokens. It's like, game, I know I'm spending my tokens. That's the point. Like, I know I'm spending my, like literally, I'm gonna hold A. Success. Right edge John Ricci upgraded his IQ to level 13. You click A to, and then... Like, why do I need confirmation telling me I'm spending my tokens? Like, no shit, Sherlock, I'm spending my tokens. And you could make the argument, well, Beastly, they have to give you the pop-up saying that you're spending your tokens No, because there's no option to refund your tokens. Like, if there was a button where it's like, hey, you're spending your tokens, are you sure? Different story. But literally after you spend the token, there's nothing you can do. You can't retroactively go back and get your shit back. So, telling me that I'm spending my tokens when I know I'm spending my tokens is stupid. And the fact they do it after every single upgrade is retarded. So literally, if there was just a PC mod where you don't get the pop-up saying, you've spent your tokens, you've spent your tokens. It's giving me Vietnam flashbacks to back in the day when I'd have a house phone. You have mail. You have mail. At least back then, having mail was a not common occurrence, so having mail was like a big deal. Now it's like, congratulations, I got 30,000 emails. Join the club, bud. I think it's a run and shoot. Well, if it's a run and shoot, I cannot wait to try it out. Oh. Now that I'm back at my house, though, I'm at my computer, I can, you know, do the things I'm used to doing and get back into the swing of shit. .82 speed's more than fast enough for a D-tackle. 97 overall D-tackle with max power moves, max hit power, or max strength, excuse me. Max pursuit, max tackle, max play rec, but missing a few stats here and there. Not bad. Yeah, I was gonna say there's nothing else I can upgrade. Yeah. It's just run stopping. He's already gonna get drafted, so. Not the best power / finesse moves, but block shit's good enough. He's 87 speed, too. Damn, broski. He is a power rusher with more upgrades in finesse move than power. That makes sense. He's only a 90. I should have a very good chance to bring him back next year. And if I can, oh, he'll be a dog. I don't even know like how this roster's doing in terms of total players. I'm hoping I don't have to cut too many guys off the roster, but we'll see. Lurker go Burr. .93. He's actually a pretty solid back. I say back, but backer, Mike. Y'all know who I mean. Ooh, where do I burn these tokens? That works. It's the thumb burst. All it needs is the IQ and run stopping, and I really can't afford much else. Can we please stop upgrading the overall of this lurker, please? Thank you. Jones gonna have to give CFB a break once 2K comes out. Game a little dead for me till they fix some things. I feel that. I feel that there's so many problems. And I was making that joke at the end of the previous stream, but in EA Pass, I'm speaking like this is the fucking Christmas Carol with the Ghost Pass, but with EA Pass, they never would market the gameplay of this game because EA knew the gameplay was shit. So they'd market everything else but the gameplay. They'd market the graphics. They would market the, commentary. They would do everything in their power to plug every other aspect of their sports games besides the actual gameplay because their gameplay sucked. Also, I was supposed to move this linebacker. Shit. George Okuda, I specifically brought back just to make a Mike linebacker. I forgot to do that. That sucks. That sucks. I forgot to move him. But yeah, EA hasn't marketed their gameplay ever because they know they can't have good gameplay in any of their games. Which to me is the reason why a lot of people got hyped for this game. Was because it was the first time ever EA was like, nah, we're gonna take gameplay seriously this year. And just like how Call of Duty every year will tell the COD simps, the COD cocksuckers, guys, we're changed. We're promised we're good now, guys. And then the game's horrible. And then this year is like such a big slap in the face where it's like, you guys promised the best, most pristine gameplay ever. And I think I can safely say of all 3 games of just CFB, not including past Maddens, this gameplay-wise is the worst CFB they've made for sheer gameplay. We are almost 5 updates deep, and we are still having issues with just slapping on aggressive blocking, getting 0 holding penalties, and then just watching as your O-line just pancakes the entire defense. Now, is it as overpowered as it was when the game came out? No, it's not that overpowered, but it's still incredibly overpowered. It's incredibly overtuned. The only people who should get pancaked on aggressive blocking should be safeties. If you can somehow get a lineman to block a safety, then sure, I'll give you a pancake. But, like, no D-tackle, no linebacker should just instantly get put on their ass the moment you snap the ball. It's so stupid. And like I just said, is it better than when the game came out? Yes, because when the game came out, every snap, everybody got pancaked. Now it's most people get pancaked, but it still shouldn't be a problem. It's a problem that shouldn't exist, which is a problem by itself. See, Jones, I agree with you on that. I think just for sheer like gameplay against the AI, I agree with you. It's really good, but like the definition of cheating can vary from player to player. Like example, if the AI knows I'm calling mid blitz, so the AI calls a wide receiver screen. It's like, okay, y'all don't ever call wide receiver screens when I'm running cover 3, cover 2, cover 1, but the moment I blitz, You shitheads call a screen beater? Okay. Or a blitz beater? Okay. I think the AI is still incredibly annoying. But I don't think it's as bad as actually people. People are so worried. And also, this affects me because it's most of the defense I run, but the glitch that was in the game last year where you can rush 3 people and have them glitch around the edge of your tackles, that glitch somehow has returned in this game, but now you can do it anytime. It doesn't matter if you're doing a 1-man rush or a 6-man rush. If you just run QB contains, the O lineman just will not engage with the block. And I have since had it learned that you can manipulate this by just pinching your linebackers. So if you ever see someone come out in a formation where they have their linebackers really aggressively cheating towards the line of scrimmage, that's what they're trying to do. And they don't even have to blitz them, which is the funny part. You could legitimately rush 1 person at your opponent, but the tackle / guard just will not touch them. Which leads to a lot of really funny interactions. Where you just snap the ball and one guy doesn't get blocked and you just get, sacked. I don't care what the line of scrimmage looks like before I snap the ball. If I snap the ball and only 1 person is rushing at me, you should never get sacked. 1-man pass rush should not result in any pressure. I don't give a fuck what you say. Oh, Beastly, no. If you snap the ball and there is not a single person, or I lied, there's 1 single person running at you, you should have an infinite amount of time in the pocket. The point of rushing 1 person is that you have extra guys in coverage. But you really don't get punished for having extra guys in coverage when the 1 or 2 guys you do send just ignore the laws of physics and then just go. So. And that's not even including, by the way, stunts. You can do QB contains on stunts. I'm not going to break down how, but you can do QB contains on stunts. And it's really funny because you might get fucked with a stunt glitching through the O-line and no one blocking the stunt man. Or you might just get glitched on the QB contain in which no one touches the QB contain and you get fucked on that. So it's just online gameplay has always been about who just out-cheeses the other person the most. Specifically this year that is still true, but times 10 times worse than it used to be. So much worse. Hey, Professor. Going on, guys? What's up, basically? It's been a minute. Hell yeah, Professor. I've been very, very busy with a lot of IRL stuff. How have you been, man? Well, Jones, it's not even just the fact that you're showing blitz with linebackers. So there's like, in the custom adjustments, you can also like adjust. You can adjust how far your corners are. And so like, you could do some very, very nasty stuff with like 3-2 odd or like any nickel set where you have your corners and safeties just 5 yards off the line of scrimmage and the O-line for some reason is like, they might blitz. I'm gonna block them. Even when they're backpedaling when the ball gets snapped, they might still blitz me. I'm gonna block them. And then you get sacked and you're like, what the fuck are you doing? Not blocking. Yeah, but coach, that safety that's 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, he might blitz. So I gotta block him. It's like, I can confirm to you, the guy 15 yards off the line's not gonna blitz, big dog. And that's the other big problem with the O-line logic in this game, is like, once when the O-line have identified who their responsibility is, they will not change. Like, it takes them way too long to realize, this is my assignment. Oh shit, that's not my assignment no more. This is my new assignment. Way too long. Way too long. Even with, like, juice linemen with crazy stats, it still takes them way too long to realize, oh shit, my original assignment's not doing the thing he's supposed to do. Maybe I should change my assignment. trying to get your shit together. I feel that, man. I feel that. Beastly has had a very long several days. I'm on about 4 hours of sleep. Again, give or take, so. I am tired. I'm going to try to shoot for at least 2 hours, or 2 hours, 2 seasons this stream. That way we get 2 more playbooks tested, but we'll see. I might get 1 season done and then call it a stream because I'm very tired. Also, I am still getting really funny comments on my newest video, which, by the way, appreciate y'all for everyone who hyped up that video, left comments, all that fun stuff. If you guys can, if someone leaves a comment that I've already answered like 5 other times, if you guys can, just like redirect that person to like read the comment. I've been asked probably 30 to 40 times about, hey, does this work for slow sim? And I keep giving the same answer over and over again. And I guess I should have specifically made a section in the video, but I thought it was very well understood that there is no playbook in the game, or there is no player in the game that can ignore the dog shit default sliders this game has. So you could run any playbook with any setting. It will not work with default sliders because this game was made by monkeys. So I have answered the slow sim question a lot. And it's almost gotten to the point with the slow sim question that I'm almost tempted to then make a video explaining why it doesn't matter what playbook you use or the stats you use. Your players will just play like dog shit with default sliders. I'm almost tempted to make that a video, just so then rather than me having to copy and paste the same response, me copy and paste the same response over and over again, I could just be like, go watch the video. Hell, there was even one gentleman who wrote the same comment 6 times. My brother in Christ. I didn't respond the first 5 times. I was either busy or I didn't see it. There did not need to be 6 fucking comments of the same comment asking the same question. Now, luckily for me, I have this handy dandy tool called a deleter, so I could just delete his other 5 comments, but and again, maybe I'm in like the minority here, but whenever I'm watching other people's YouTube videos, like example, I'll just use Asmongold as like an easy example. If I'm watching an Asmongold video and I go to the comments to like learn something about the video or like whatever the reason I'm you know, spelunking the YouTube comments, if I go to the comments and I have a question and I scroll down and someone else had the same question and they got an answer, I'm not going to write the same question to get the same answer. I'd be like, oh shit, thank you, Vanilla Ice Cream Fan 47, for asking my question, and thank you for so-and-so for answering said question. I feel like there's just way too many people who, like, when they leave a YouTube comment, they ignore every other YouTube comment. Like, it kind of go like full tunnel vision where it's like, here's my question, I want an answer now, even if the question's been asked several times already and the answer's been distributed several times already, I want my question answered. Which is cool. I'll get to it eventually, but I've been very busy these past several days. So some comments have been floating for much longer than what people would like, but that's how life works. I do have IRL stuff I have to get done. 46 Nights, what are your thoughts on the game after all the updates compared to when it first came out? It's still dog shit. 46, it's still dog shit. If any content creator tells you this game's not dog shit, they're straight up lying to your face. There's virtually no changes from the beta of this game to the full launch. There's virtually none. They have been nerfing the same thing Which, by the way, chat, Star Dev, Star Dev, Star Dev, Elite Dev, Elite Dev, Star Dev, Elite Dev, Impact Dev. What a QB room I have. Holy shit. What a fucking QB room. Ooh. Ooh, we are gonna... We gotta cut 7 guys off this roster. Can I see skill caps on here? Oh, I can. You have good skill caps. He's capped on elusiveness. He can get faster. I'm honestly down to cut this pocket passer. Not that I don't need them for playbook testing, but... He's missing 3 skill caps. That's kind of a big deal for accuracies and pocket passers. He's elite dev, but it won't really matter. He's skill capped, so I'm going to go ahead and cut you. Which I know is crazy. I'm cutting an elite dev quarterback, but he's He's skill capped in throw power and accuracy, which for a pocket passer are his 2 most important things, and I'm too lazy to go in and break my skill caps. I could, but I have a pretty fat QB room at the moment, so. Cutting 1 loose end is not the end of the world. Speaking of cutting loose ends, if I bring this 86 overall running back, which I'm probably not, he's awful. He's maxed in elusiveness, maxed in hands, can get slightly more power upgrades. But with how expensive power is, right? He'll get 2 upgrades next year in IQ, and probably 2 upgrades in power if we're lucky. So he'll probably be a sub 90 overall, capped out. Yeah, I'll cut you off the team. That's fine. That's fine. Any impact dev wide receiver can go. I recruit at way too high of a level to have impact dev wide receivers on my team, but one of you have to stay because you're a, I need some receivers on the team, so I'll cut those 2 impact dev receivers. Tight end, there's virtually no point in cutting. I got 4 elite devs. Oh, linemen, there's, again, no real point in cutting them because I guess if I have multiple seniors, I could cut them, but I don't think I have multiple seniors as linemen. One moment, chat. Yeah. On to the D-line. But, yeah, 46. The gameplay is almost as bad. Actually, I lied. The gameplay now is probably worse than it was at launch, because at launch, very few players knew about the Hulk meta, and very few players knew about aggressive ball carrier and aggressive blocking. So even though it's still just as bad then as it is now, when the game came out, nobody knew about it, so far less people was spamming it. Now that we're about 2 months into this game's life cycle, everyone knows about Hulk. Everybody knows about aggressive ball carrier and aggressive blocking, so I would argue that the meta / gameplay now is actually worse than what it was last year. Or last year, wow. I mean, yeah, it's worse than last year for sure, but it's worse now than what it was several months ago. For sure. Getting 3 to 4 hours this whole week, damn, Professor. You're a strong man. I've done the 3 to 4 hour thing once, and I feel dead. I could imagine it was 6 more days. That's also true, Professor. It shows you who watches my content, who browses. That's also very true. It's your answer. They didn't know. That's true. Hey Charles, how you doing? How you doing? Did you create a new word? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll probably be joining streams more once when the NFL/CFB season. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, Charles. As one of my few OGs that still watch my content, do appreciate that. We need to create a character in the next game. He can be an elite recruiter. Will come, dude. That's the other thing, man. I don't know if it'll ever happen because it requires EA getting off their high horse. Which, when does that ever happen? But Fortnite has like a bunch of collabs with content creators where they like stick Tim the Tatman and I guess Warzone as well. But am I really gonna have to cut both of these safeties? Yeah, I didn't think about that till just now, actually. Yeah, I don't need 4 senior safeties when only 2 of them will see the field. He's faster with less play rec. He has more zone, same man. How is he a higher overall? I don't even know, but Dom Pike can stay. Just because the backup's slightly slower with just as good covering stats, so the backup can leave. And then for here, it's not even close. The guy with... Ooh, actually, I lied. It might be close. Wait. Ooh, chat, wait a minute. This actually might be really close. Wait. The 93 low-key might be better than the 95. Wait. Wait, yeah, the hands upgrade is a massive discrepancy. Wait a minute. Huge catching diff. Wait a minute. They have, like, the same coverage stats. They have the same speed, but one guy can catch. He can catch. Yeah, he can catch and run support better. This guy has less run support and less catching. What's a higher overall because of coverage? Honestly, I know this is like a shitty deal breaker for like these 2 athletes, but just because I'm paying this guy more, I'm gonna keep him and I'll cut the backup. Even though objectively that backup's probably better, I'm paying this guy 350 NIL to then cut him is a lot of money, so. And then we can just fill in with one running back because running backs are kind of easy to replace. Hey, chat, don't go nowhere. I will be right back. I'm gonna do a quick little bathroom break and grab some water. BRB. Well, chat, if it ain't one thing, it's always another. That's funny. Who is still in here after all that time? Let's go see. Yeah, Dubs. Yeah. Your boy had some side quests to go accomplish. Okay, we're back. You guys are too funny. Go back and catch up on chat. We'll get this season going. Zero, I've been using a different playbook every season for the past, like, 5 years. Bengals a scheme guru with a capped kicker and punter? That'd be funny, Professor. Hey, Jarrett, how you doing? Appreciate you, big dog. Zero, having the worst weekend ever right now, and I just started my birthday tomorrow. I am sick. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Zero, but happy early birthday, and hopefully I'll be streaming on your birthday, and I can give you a little birthday rebuild. We'll see, though. We'll see. Charles, you've been playing Borderlands 2? I've not touched Borderlands 2 in forever, but it's a great game. It's a great game. Game's not over. No water breaks. It's crunch time. Professor, you're funny. Did he fall in? You guys are hilarious. Oh, you guys are funny. Now, long story short, I went, took a piss. After took a piss, got my Gatorade to rehydrate my electrolyte-less ass. And as I was walking out of the kitchen, my sister was like, "Can you watch your nephew?" And I'm like, "Okay, I'll watch my nephew. I'll be a good uncle." And like, I'm just standing there waiting for her to come back. And like 5, 10, 15 minutes go by, and I'm like, "Where's my sister?" And she forgot what she was doing. And I'm like, "You're making your son a bottle, big dog." She's like, "Oh, yeah." Ooh. Stoner? Nah, she's not a stoner. She's just a London Tipton-esque airhead. Oof. To be fair, normally she cleanses the bottles or cleans them every day. And due to how busy we've been how busy we've been these last couple days, the normal location was not, there was none there. But I am here. I hold baby, so baby don't cry. This is a wonderful quality I have. 9 likes on the VOD. I appreciate y'all. Played Zero is my first playthrough. Salvador is so broken. Lol. Yeah, that game is fun because there's so many bugs. But they're like both good bugs and bad bugs. It's very fun. My first playthrough was with Maya. And she's very fun. At least the few of you guys who remained for the rest of the stream will get to see what the Hawaii playbook can put up. And everyone else who left for a valid reason, right? I wasn't doing anything. We'll be missing the sauce. Ooh, I should schedule Hawaii with the Hawaii playbook. Yeah, we'll do that. That seems fun. We're almost an hour and a half into the stream. And we haven't even gotten to the actual season yet. Oh, God. Now, I already have 1,000 QBs, so more than likely any QB in this class, which of course it'd be a heavy QB class. I was gonna say, please don't give me anything good. And like the first one they give me is a banger. Oh. Bro, I already have so many QBs. I have so many. But he has 97 throw power. All thanks to your bladder. My bladder and a side quest, Professor, yes. Man, I don't want to go after a fucking QB. I mean, he's not an athlete, he's a regular. I don't want to go after a QB or two QBs, let alone one, but like, how can I not pursue him? Also, a 95 Excel edge rusher is insane. How can I willingly see a gem QB and not pursue? Like, how do I do that? I have to pursue him. He's a 5-star gem. He may never see the field. He may sit on my bench forever, but he's a 5-star gem. I mean, aside from those QBs, this class has been pretty shit so far. We got an 85 speed wide receiver? Dude, that's disgusting. That is actually foul. That's actually high-key foul. Oh, stop giving me buzz, please. Well, this class is going to be shrunk pretty quickly, that's for sure. I don't even know if they've patched the red gem, green gem bug yet. There's a glitch where you might have the wrong gem pop up on your player when you're scouting them. And how you fix it is by going like back and forth. Okay, 7 gems of the 5-star variety is a really not bad class. The issue though is we're missing so many. I know you're going to say I'm insane for doing this, but due to how rare kickers and... I mean, there you go. I can only scout 3 of them. I can only scout 2 punters. How in the world do I only have access to 5 kickers and punters? What is this game? Thank God. There is 1 guaranteed dev trait. Thank God. But yeah, I'm glad I prioritized the kicker and punter, because if I didn't prioritize this one dude, I'd be fucked. Dubs, guy in my league took UNLV to a 9-3 and 18th ranked finish, but no bowl game. What a game. You know what's nuts, Dubs? You're not even the first person to tell me that. I forget who it was in my Discord. I want to say it's William, but it might have been somebody else. There was a gentleman months ago. Actually, that's a bit of an exaggeration. There is a gentleman like probably 2 or 3 months ago that showed me a picture of them winning 8 games and they had no FCS wins, which normally that's how that works. Normally, if you don't make a bowl game, it's due to you don't have enough wins because the FCS game doesn't count as a win for the calculating formula. However, he had no FCS game, so that wouldn't have mattered. And that's nuts. That's nuts. Sorry to hear that, man. But no, this game is ass. This game is ass, and I don't know how they keep doing it. I really don't. They just keep one-upping themselves and making this shit somehow worse. See, Professor, everyone will call you a madman until you're right. And then they won't call you a madman. They'll just say you're a smart man. It's madness until you're right. And when you're right, it's no longer madness. Was it with Univy? No, it was a different team. I forget what team he was using, but it was one of those smaller, like, Sunbelt-esque teams. My only guess, and again, this is a guess. This is not me saying how it is, just strictly a guess. My guess would be it has something to do with the level of your competition being so bad that EA doesn't classify not just one of your wins, but several of your wins as non-acceptable wins. Kind of like how they don't calculate the FCS wins. Those are meaningless. Literally, you guys see me every year remove the FCS team off my schedule because they don't count for nothing, so. It's better if I beat a 0-star school than an FCS school. And, but that's one win. You shouldn't be that far over the, I think what, in real life it's 6 wins? 7 wins? I forget what the IRL requirement is. It's like 6 or 7 wins, but in game you can have like 9 just to guarantee a bowl game. Which again, I'm not saying this is the logic here, but you also might have had a season where the SEC/Big Ten had a bunch of success, which just messed everything up. They gave your spot to a different team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 receivers, not bad. Hey, no worries, Professor. I hope you have a good rest of your night, and I will see you in the next one, my guy. Take it easy. God bless. God bless you, man. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. You guys mean an absolute ton. It was year 1 of your dynasty. That makes it even worse. Yeah, that's literally my only logical guess, Dubs, is that there was either too many good SEC teams or too many good Big Ten teams, and they just took your spot. But that's nuts. I've played this game for thousands of Sim seasons, and I've never had that happen to me. If that shit happened to me, bruh, I'd literally stop what I'm doing just to record the video instantly. I'm not even trolling. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Hell hath no fury like Beastly getting fucked over by a glitch. 11 likes. Appreciate you. I got distracted via text message. Okay, I gotta log back in. Okay, let's do a little depth chart real quick. Bada boy. Who do we go with this year, chat? The 96 is better stats. For sure. But this guy's a 98, though. Eh. Stats should matter. We'll go stats first. No! My tackles are bugged. I hate this shit. I'm taking these freshmen out just to guarantee a red shirt. I've not been doing that. I've been pretty lazy, but I should be doing that. Ooh. My left edges are kind of clean. Ooh. If I can bring him back, man, ooh, he'll be a beast. And if I don't, then I failed. I failed. My Mike, who's not playing Mike. Ah. Not bad, not bad. You shouldn't be my kick returner. Where's my 99 carry guy? Excuse me? Where's the fucking receiver I have? Actually, where's the other receiver? That's who should be my 1 and 2, is my wide receivers. Kickoff specialist, who's more kick power? You're the exact same. Okay, long snapper, don't care. Third down back. Do I care enough to fix this? Probably should, right? Yeah, I probably should. Slot. We'll have this guy be the slot. Nope, that's not. Wait, who's the other area? Probably the quickest depth chart cleaning we've ever had. Like, considering everything, this has been pretty fast. It's kind of gone too smooth, actually. I feel like I'm missing something. But I can't quite put my finger on it. Slot corner. Who's meant to play in the slot, Beastly? Timmy, not pronouncing your last name, Pelshak? Timmy and Stacy. TP and Stacy. Good, good, good. Nose tackles. Easy, easy. Okay, we're good. Now, chat, if we lose with Hawaii, we can blame Hawaii playbook being ass for ruining said streak. And if we go undefeated, we could say that Hawaii playbook gas. Either way, I will not be held liable for the results of this playbook. Because that's how copium works. Let's give them the max, as we always do. Which, I mean, this is going to be the first year we've had Elite Recruiter on everybody for the quarterback section, so this should be very intriguing on how fast we're going to recruit. My OCs have had it for the last 5 or so years, but I have just finally purchased it, so I can help them recruit elitely, which is pretty nice. Not like I don't already have 15 QBs on my roster, but like I said, you can never have too many QBs until you have too many QBs, and then you can cut them. But then if I cut them, they'll go to Army, so I'd much rather feed Army for days and let Georgia or any other good school have them. Because fuck them, that's why. I will squander their college career, not anyone else. Me. You know what? I'm not even going to give him hours. I'm that confident we can just do that with pure money. These route runners, I was a massive fan of them last year. This year, it kind of feels like the route runners got giga nerfed. Like, it feels like whether you're doing 5 stars, 4 stars, whatever, it's pretty common that you'll have a route runner that just has the worst route running known to man for like either deep route running, short route running, or medium route running. It's really common. And I hate it. I can't tell you the amount of guys I've seen, again, 4 and 5 star variety, that have like 72 short route running. I'm like, what are you doing? And even when you fully upgrade those guys, their route running is going to cap out in like the 80s. It's not even that good. Linebackers, receivers. I need more. I guess I don't technically need safeties because I could just move the... Yeah. I can move those athletes to safety, but... Let's go scout the actual safeties. One of these 6 have to be good. Thank you. I also gotta stop over recruiting. That's the one downside I have, is that I get so addicted to seeing those little green gems that I'm like Ash Ketchum, man. I gotta catch them all. Even when my roster just doesn't have the room, I still over recruit. Schnauz an 80-game win streak's crazy? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's more crazy is that I've done it with a different playbook every year, so that makes it even cooler. Now it's Hawaii's turn to hopefully not fail us, but we'll see. I also think, Schnoz, I'm far enough along in the sim that a lot of OP playbooks are now extinct, so if that's the case, then that's also going to help a lot. Not having to deal with the good teams and the good playbooks. I'll give you max money in 10 hours. Man, I hate doing this. I have to keep the box specialist. Ah. Like, there's a chance this guy is elite dev, and you might be like, Beastly, there's no shot he's elite dev. This guy's ass. I have to keep doing research, chat, but this year, when I do my potential prodigy videos, you might actually want to recruit the most ass players and not the actual best players. Again, I gotta keep collecting data, but in terms of the pocket passing QBs, on average, most of the elite and or star dev pocket passing QBs don't actually have good stats. Now, mind you, my sample size is like 3. But I found 3 97 plus throw power QBs, and all 3 of them were impact devs. But the elite devs were between like 90 and 91, which would suck because I don't want to explain further why that would suck, but it involves Madden, and as you guys know, I love Madden so much, so yeah. Actually, I'll go ahead and elaborate further. It's my stream. You guys will hear it in the video, though, if it ends up being true. How Madden works is typically the higher your base overall is, the worse your dev trait is, and the better your dev trait, the lower overall you are, so there's a chance EA copy and paste their Madden thing into this game. So, like, the 80 plus overall players are normal dev to impact dev, but, like, the 70 overall players are overwhelmingly elite dev and star dev. And the logic is, like, the really good base overall player will progress slower because you're getting a higher initial recruit or, in that game, initial draft pick. Whereas in, you know, a year or 2 or 3 years down the road where you have development, the guy with the better dev trait will become higher overall. So I'm hoping that's not what they did for this game, because last year was pretty consistent. The guy with the best stats typically has the best dev trait pretty consistently. And I think they flipped that this year to where you don't actually want to recruit the best statistical players, at least with pocket passing QBs so far. A vast majority of the best dev trait ones have had the most muddy stats. But that's why the sample size is like 3, so we shall see. Well, we scored 66 points on Hawaii. I love seeing that. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. My QB just threw for 72%. Almost 500 yards and 6 tutties with a 60-yard pass in there. Average yard per completion was almost 14 yards per pass. Holy shit. Oh my God, we actually ran the football too. Dude, my RB1 had 13 carries for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. Hold up, wait a minute. Wait a minute, this playbook might be gas. My number one receiver had almost 200 yards and a touchdown, and my number 3 receiver had 123 yards and 2 touchdowns. Just so we know, I know Matt Bin is a higher overall than Nathan Broner, but Nathan Broner has better stats, so I am using him as my wide receiver 1 this year, not the higher overall guy, but I'm assuming the 78 catch in traffic and the 76 spec catch will matter, but we'll see. My 99 left guard gave up a sack. Of course he does. Defense had 2 picks and like 3 sacks. Okay, that's not terrible, but let's see if let's see if Hawaii can keep this pace, though, because if they keep this pace, this playbook's going to be absolutely goated. Has a lot of RPOs. Well, Schnoz, we're going to find out. Okay, we did the normal beastly thing, which is to die once per stream. Okay, we officially crashed, but we're back. Okay, we're good. We are good. Well, Schnoz, this playbook should be gas then. I was told this playbook can produce a 3,000 to 4,000 yard receiver, so we'll see. Yeah, I knew it. Always 2. It's always 2. We have a hard sell. Nice. Finally. Yeah, I gotta take note of these playbooks. Most of the good ones are in my playbook video, so that won't make it too difficult to keep track of, but if this Hawaii playbook is good, big if, but if it's good, I definitely prefer to see this playbook getting into the passing section for sure. Opening game, throwing for 6 touchdowns, 500 yards is pretty nice. And what's more insane is my running back still had like a hell of a day too. He had one hell of a day. We can hard sell you, sweet. Damn, look at that, man. Holy shit, we didn't even get the sell too, and look at how close we are. Look at that, holy shit. Look at that, that is sexy. Whatever. I'll drop a 50 stack, I don't care. It's my kicker, I want him now. It's my money and I want it now. Oh, I could also do that too. Shit. You aren't supposed to make me think I'm supposed to be clicking buttons and getting results. What is this? That's not fair. I don't want to use my noggin. So we have a QB. We have a receiver. And that's it. On defense, we have a linebacker of the inside, corner, safety. Okay. Okay, we'll do the offense first, just because there's so few of them. Actually... actually, week 4 is going to probably be the defensive week, so... we're going to have to raise the stakes here. I doubt we're going to have to try for you. Same thing with you. I feel like we're fine. Now, for defense, we'll pre-schedule you for week 4. Or no rush, because our mic's not ready yet either, so... the mic ready. And I guess I could... no, I can't. I'll wait till one more week. Auburn, the first real team we'll play all year. So, let's see how this playbook performs with Auburn. Karma, do you prefer to carry over your tokens like in CFB 26? Yes. The carry forward of my tokens is a massive time save for the streams. Because now that I have to manually do that every single season, it adds about 30 minutes to my stream that I used to not do. Because I used to just do the starters and ignore the backups. Which means, ballparking it, I would upgrade maybe 25 to 30 people a year. But because now I have to manually do everybody, otherwise the game will fuck me, that's 85-ish people per year. So it's just in terms of not cheesing it, just in terms of a sheer time save, it's a significant time waste, if you will, compared to last year, where I have to do everybody, including the backups. And then last year, the only time I would even touch the backups would be if they were close to token cap. So if they were like at 140 tokens, I wouldn't touch them. I'd just ignore it. Also, this Auburn QB kind of threw all over me a little bit. 351, 1 TD, 1 pick. That's not a bad game for their QB. However, my QB was, to put it simply, was just better. 400 yards, 4 touchdowns. My back had a 15 for 105, a touchdown. My number 1 receiver, 10 receptions, 208 yards, 2 touchdowns. What is this shit, man? We won, though. Also, we were hosting Auburn, so... scurry. Very scurry. Tis very scary, chat. Get this corner ready. We'll have the safety ready. Oh, there's actually 2 5-star gem safeties? Oh, shit. Ooh. Just to get the 4 stars a bit going, I don't normally do this, but I need one of them to be ready, so... let's slap the extra hours there. We got the sell, boys. We got the sell. The fact that on some of these 5-stars we're still maintaining a lead, even when we're not getting the sells, is kind of impressive. That means this next week, when we actually do have the sells, we are going to just go flying up the board. It has to be Star Search. There's no way it's not Star Search, right? Is there anything else it can be? Of course. There's always two. I swear. That QB committed, by the way, with such minimal effort. Holy shit. He must have really badly wanted to be a Nevada Wolfpack. Nevada Wolfpack? No, a part of the Wolfpack. There we go. That's better. Nah, but for real, that QB wants to win, and we are pristine winners, so. Don't hate the cat. He wants to win, and he's going where he can win. I don't blame him. I am basically Nick Saban at this point. My name sends shivers down so many spines. Also, the fact we're locked out for playing style is disgusting. How are we locked out for playing style? How? If I have to, I will settle for a 97 speed back. I will do it. I will do it. Wonder if Mike QB can also win the Heisman too. We'll see. But he's going to have to play out of his mind as a pocket passer to win the Heisman. Got some verbals. Love that. Got another hard commit. Holy shit. The fact Georgia's 3-0 and they're barely ranked is hilarious. Because we're offering max money, we should just win you. Same thing for you. Ooh, if we don't win, Georgia's gonna do Georgia things. I don't like that. I don't like that Georgia is threatening me with violence here. What's the violence, you say? Stealing the recruit I want. It's a very tragic thing. Kirby has this wonderful habit of doing that. Whoever I want, Kirby's like, yeah, I kind of want that guy too. Even if they don't have a pipeline. They just magically know. Which in that case, he does have a pipeline, but... Get that Kolschi ad off my phone. Bro, I am so tired of Kolschi. I fucking hate that. It's not gambling, Beastly. It's a prediction market. We'll predict these nuts get in your mouth, dude. If you're dumb enough to believe it's not gambling, you're an idiot. Oof. Am I a psychopath for just assuming that's the hard sell? I am not. I am no psychopath. I am him. Chris Nielsen. What a interesting name for a white safety. From fucking Texas. I guess. It's that. Please, I need a good running back. You are not good. There's the bug, by the way. Yeah. I hate contact seekers, but it's the best we got. Not another 97 speed back. I want to pursue him, but our playing style just sucks. Probably because the bye week, high key, but... fuck this game. Do we beat Georgia? I see one verbal. I see a hard. I see more hard. Lots of hard. They're very hard, you guys. Very hard committing. We had 5 hards in 1 week. Nuts. Player of the week? Oh, dude, this playbook's insane. Okay, the Boise playbook might have actually found some action here. The Boise book might have been some gas. I just beat Georgia 59-10. Holy shit. Oh my god, I put up 600 yards of offense against the Georgia. The University of Georgia. That Georgia. The 95 overall team. Oh my god. What's the stat spread here? My QB threw for 7 touchdowns. Oh my god. 7 touchdowns, 500 yards, 81%. My QB might be the GOAT, and he's a 94 overall. That's what's crazy. My QB might be the GOAT, and literally he's not even like final form. He's a junior. If I could bring him back his senior year, this guy, oh my dude. And what's funny is this playbook is not even like bad for your running back either. 18 carries for 100 yards of that touchdown. The running back's not useless. Your backup running back is, but your starting running back is not bad. Yeah, when I make the second playbook video I'll do later on this year, Hawaii has to be on that. Has to be on that. Holy shit. My receiver, I think, already has, what, 8 touchdowns? Because he had, I think, 3 the first week. 3 this week. Actually, it might be 8. Wait. Oh, I can't count. He's 6. Dude, this motherfucker has 600 yards and 6 touchdowns in 4 weeks. He's averaging 200 yards per game. Holy shit. Might have found some fucking heat, man. Karma, thoughts on Summerall and your Gators for this season? I mean, I really can't judge the guy until several years down the road. So I'll give John Summerall 3 years, as I do for every head coach, until I can properly gauge whether or not he's a good or bad coach. So I'll come back in 3 years, but my expectations for this year with Florida is Florida should bare minimum win 8 games this year. The floor for Florida should be 8 games. If John Summerall can't get 8 wins out of that team, that's going to be pretty bad. Because aside from playing the good schools, which Florida obviously has to do, being Georgia, you know, the good schools, Florida has a lot of bad schools on that list as well. So it really shouldn't be that hard to get bare minimum 8 wins. And if he's a good coach, which again, I have no idea, never seen him coach Florida before, so I have no idea if he's good or bad. If he's a good coach, he might fuck around and win like 9 to 10 games, which would be a sneaky playoff team, but I don't think that should be the goal for the season, is not to be a sneaky playoff team. How about we make a bowl game and don't look like dog shit on the field, please? Which is a pretty low bar, but Florida won 3 games last year, so the bar needs to be low. Otherwise, we will not jump over it. Which is sad. I'm saying that about a pretty prestigious football program, but that's kind of the state of Florida Gators football. That team is dog shit. Or not that team. The team plays like dog shit, when they're not dog shit. The fact that Mississippi State and my Florida Gators had the same amount of wins last year is kind of repulsing, considering one program's worth like $3 million and one's worth like 300. So get your shit together. But I'll see. So far from like interviews and stuff, I've actually liked him a lot. But that's really not a high bar to set. Like, oh, you're good in interviews? Nice. It's not that crazy. So I guess because I have so many extra hours, I can just go ahead and max everybody out if they're not already maxed. Maxed everybody out, and I guess I can send you on a visit. I'm actually flying out my kicker because this game's funny. If Beastly of old would see current Beastly flying out a kicker, I'd literally smack myself in the face. Be like, what am I doing? Why am I investing resources into a kicker? And I would tell myself, dog, we have to because there's like fucking 4 of them in the game. And I'm not joking. The nerf to kickers in terms of spawn sim is insane. They just don't spawn no more. So getting a even average kicker is so hard, let alone an actual good one. Let's go ahead and whip out the checkbook. If I can keep this shit close, I can steal this guy. So statistically speaking, he has a 43% chance to be a status seeker. Excuse my speech impediment. And after a 43% chance to be a status seeker, he has a 31% chance to be a gym rat. Let's go gym rat next. And then to round off my odds, he has a 25% chance to be to the house. So mathematically speaking, because I'm giving 65 hours and max money, I should easily jump Michigan next week. Assuming I hit one of these 3, the following week I should jump USC. And it'll really just come down to me versus Texas, which we'll see how that goes. But oh, I can't give you a fucking scholarship because I don't have the shit. Okay, before I get too depressed seeing players I can't go after because I'm too late, let's go ahead and not keep doing that. Oh, time to play my Florida Gators and hopefully beat their ass. Emoji, did you see my 28 and 23 TD receiver? Yes. Justin, what playbooks? Offense, I'm using the Hawaii playbook right now. My defensive playbook, along with every other playbook I use, is in a video I just made, so go watch the video. Wow, we beat the 2-2 Gators, guys. Was it close? Oh my god, dude, we're flooding people. Dude, we are actually flooding teams. My QB threw for 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, no picks, 88%. Goodness gracious, man. Goodness gracious. Mississippi State's doing dog shit for me. Well, Justin, are you running the right aggro? Do you have an actual good team? Like, I can assure you there's a lot more variables at stake than just the playbook sucks. Also, my running back had 22 carries for 66 yards. This is the worst I've ever seen him do. Holy shit. Actually, in terms of just sheer offensive numbers, we scored 51, but for my running back and receivers, it's the worst they've done all year. My receiver really didn't have that many crazy stats, and neither did my running back, so I'm assuming we had some special teams touchdowns or some defensive touchdowns in there because my offense really didn't have that nutty of a stat line. We won, so hell yeah, but I was expecting a... Oh, Ohio State. I hate you so much. I think we're in week 9. So that was their visit week. Mine's in week 12. Well, Justin, that's the first mistake you're doing. Your team overall means dick in this game. Overall gets factored with your backups. I feel like I repeat myself a lot when it comes to overall. Team overall means nothing. Your backups factor into your team. Justin, of your 98 overall team, how many 95 pluses do you actually have on your team? Got loads of hours. Dagger, what's the playbook? The current one I'm using is Hawaii, but for my other playbooks, for offense and defensive stuff, go watch my news video. The next thing, Justin, let's say your players are actually that good, and your overall is not getting inflated because you're backups. Do you have people starting on your field that are supposed to start? Have you checked your depth chart to make sure your defensive ends are actually on the field? And the game didn't put in your linebackers to play D-end? Did you go check to see if your slot corner is your number 1 corner? Which means your number 3 corner is now your number 1 corner, so the best receiver your opponent has is playing your third best corner. If you're lucky. I can assure you there's a lot more variables than just the playbook not working, man. If you have good players on your field that are actually on your field, and you're using the settings I gave in that video, you should have success. If something's not going right, that means either something's going wrong, you bitch, or EA's fucking you, which that also happens, so. Justin, depth chart does usually fuck me and I forget, yeah. So, the depth chart, Justin, which I don't want to sound like I'm picking on you, I don't. The depth chart that's probably going to be my next YouTube video, because it'd be a very simple video to make. Probably a 9 to 12 minute video about how dangerous the depth chart is in this game. Most people don't win games because of the depth chart. In fact, most people who play this game aren't even aware that if you play a guy out of position, you receive a penalty. So I don't care what your left outside linebacker, or actually that doesn't exist no more. I don't care what your strong side linebacker says in terms of his stats. He might have 99 power move and finesse move. If you play that strong side linebacker at defensive end, he's going to play like dog shit. Why? Because he's supposed to be playing strong side linebacker, not defensive end. Even if you run a 3-4 and you're using him, you know, schematically correct, they don't care. If you have a strong safety starting at free safety, he's, regardless of what his stats are, he's going to play worse. The only way you can avoid the out of position penalty is if you have the oh, what's it called? The mental? I think it's the mental ability team player. I think that's what it's called. But it's the one where you can play any spot on the field and you will you will not, good English, you will not receive the out of player position penalty. So then you can put your strong side linebacker at the end or your strong safety at corner and you won't be fucked. So yeah. I think last week I was distracted by reading chat and I didn't go, and I think I had back-to-back weeks where I had the triple soft sell, which just royally cooked me. But we'll see. I have max money. I have a visit. We should hopefully go up the board. Hopefully. Also, Justin, are you playing with injuries on? Are you playing with wear and tear on? If you're playing with injuries, you might be losing players mid-sim to, again, injuries, and your backups might suck. So I can assure you there's a lot of variables at play to just winning and losing. Which is why testing playbooks is such a pain in the ass. Yeah, I'm just going to keep my board, and whoever I get is whoever I get. My team's good enough anyways. I will be surprised to see if my QB wins Heisman or my receiver, because typically when you have playbooks like this where all your offense is going into one person, the receiver typically snubs the QB a lot of the time, but we'll see. My QB might be playing just so out of his mind that he beats the receiver, which is very uncommon. Keep the streak alive, boys. I lost the kicker to Ohio State. Riveting. Actually shocked he committed. Because this is my week of the visit. That's very rare. Normally, they don't leave. Like, normally the game gives you that week. Whether or not you do or don't make up the ground doesn't matter, but they normally give you the week of the visit. So the fact I lost mine is nuts. What I'll probably do is just go to the portal and grab the best freshman kicker there is and just cross my fingers for a dev trait. Well, my receiver is #1 for the Heisman, so that's cool. Jones, maybe I was sleeping on Hawaii. Maybe. See, last year, the Hawaii playbook, I knew put up dummy numbers. The problem with the Hawaii playbook last year, though, was that it was very inconsistent, where sometimes you'll have crazy weeks and sometimes you won't. So it was really never worth using the playbook last year just because you never wanted to have those clunkers where you just didn't do anything. Kind of like the Georgia playbook last year. Pre-nerf Georgia playbook was insane, but post-nerf Georgia playbook, just sometimes it would randomly lose. And that obviously hurt the playbook in the long run. It could be the same thing this year. where the Hawaii playbook might actually no longer be inconsistent. It might actually be very consistent now, which is very scary. That this playbook puts up the numbers it puts up and is consistent. But it's also Hawaii, so we'll see. I want to see what this does to playoff teams. Because beating the shit out of regular season guys is not the most impressive accomplishment, so I want to see what this will do against better teams. Chad, you guys see the Modern Warfare 4 beta? You guys see that shit? The Modern Warfare 4 beta had like a few 100,000 people playing it the day it came out. And within like 6 hours, the player count died by like 80%. That might be the quickest I've ever seen a beta die. Which is saying a lot because the COD cocksuckers have normally been slurping that knob for far less, so I think people realize how bad the game's gonna be, and we're like, yeah, no, we're not playing this. Because I said it for the CFB beta, I've been saying it for the COD beta for several years. These games, when you play the beta, it's not the beta, it's the full game. You can call it a beta, it's not a beta. It's the full game. You can pretend like it's the full game, or it's the beta, that's the full game. Upon the launch of this game to the beta, virtually nothing changed. Actually, let me reword my statement. Nothing changed in a positive manner. Things changed for the worse, but in terms of an actual positive change, nothing changed. So, you mean Modern Warfare 4 is going to be a combination of the two worst CODs ever made, being Modern Warfare 2019 and Modern Warfare 2? That sounds horrible. And guess what? It fucking is. Which I'm already not like the biggest Black Ops 6, 7, whatever the fucking game is. I think in terms of multiplayer-wise, I would much rather play that than Modern Warfare or Modern Dorfare 4. So I might be playing some COD next year, but it won't be the new COD. For sure. And besides, when you play a COD the year after it comes out, it's so much more fun than the year it came out. Not like back in the day. Back in the day, a fresh COD was the best COD, but with these modern shit stains with SBMM and all that other bullshit, much better of an experience to play it later than upon release. For sure. I think because I have a visit, there's no way they can jump me, right? I mean, they do have a pipeline, though. Yeah, I guess I'll be safe for the pipeline. Just to be safe. Am I dyslexic? Where's the thing? There it is. Which, by the way, the answer to that question is yes. Well, Oklahoma, you're 6-4, but you're a 95 overall team, so. You're up there with the Georgias where, like, your team overall is really high, which, again, doesn't really mean much, but in comparison to the overall the players we've been playing, significant step up from a 70 overall Florida team to a 94 overall Oklahoma team, which we won, by the way. My running back got player of the week with 37 yards. That's putrid. Dude, I beat Arkansas State 73-0. We almost lost to Mizzou 38-30. That's because we put up 14 points in the fourth to really ice it. Otherwise, we were going to lose. Wow. Just so we're clear, I beat 90 whatever overall Oklahoma by 40 points. I barely survived 3-7 Mizzou. Makes sense, EA. Makes sense. Insane. We should get some few commits. Nice. Let's go ahead and sim out. We probably have... Dude, I have 3... No way. Do I have 3 dudes on the Heisman list? There's no shot. Oh my god. My QB is the second odds-on favorite for the Heisman. He's thrown 1 interception, and I bet you money that 1 interception will be the reason he doesn't win the Heisman. My receiver is number 2 for the Heisman. And then my running back is number 4 for the... Or, I can't count. 2, 3, 4. The Syracuse receiver is going to win it, though. 17 touchdowns, 1,600 yards. What playbook is that? I'm assuming this must be like a Hawaii or a Boise playbook. Where is Syracuse? Where is the Q's at? Ah, dude, this is so fucked up. Ah, dude, the Boise playbook is about to beat the fucking Hawaii playbook. Oh, that's so sad. I called it, though. Yeah, you just can't... The Boise playbook's undefeated. I'm sorry, but it's just... The Boise playbook is just built different. Like, you can't... I'm having a hell of a season, and we're going to lose the Heisman to the Boise playbook, which is just nuts. Like, there's a very small chance in these final 3 weeks we gain enough stats to jump that guy, but 1,600 yards and 16 TDs for a receiver is mental. Yeah, this random receiver just popped off. Yeah, we're fucked. That was not the receiver that was supposed to pop off. Beat Vandy 66-0, though, so that's fun. My QB also threw 2 picks. Well, his Heisman year's done. Yeah, his year's done. The only downside, though, is it kind of feels like with the Hawaii playbook that you really don't have any control over which receiver pops off. Because I have my number 1 receiver, also my slot receiver, and even then he's still getting out-receptioned most of the time. So it's... Where Boise's 100%, whoever's your slot receiver will always have freaking Boise. Yeah, I know. I was fed lies, Jones. E-lies. I was told this Boise playbook will have a 4,000-yard receiver, and we're struggling to push like a 1,500 guy out there. We're struggling. Oh, I haven't spent my tokens this year. Fuck. Damn it. I just forgot. I've been playing the entire year with the regular tokens. Is there any way I can squeak this guy out to be at 99 overall, please? 2 footwork, please. All I need is 1 overall bump, please. Fuck. Please. Fuck. I tried. I was not going to get 8 more tokens for 20. That was never going to happen. This receiver, 9 tokens should be enough. Aw, shit. Do I go elusiveness for the break tackle? Oh, let's just try elusiveness. Fuck. Hands, man. I want more 99s. IQ. Fuck. I mean, I could just keep my tokens. But let's just spend them. Buy the damn abilities. Well, undefeated again. Now we got our final 4 playoff games, and we can notch another undefeated season under the belt. Our staff should be good. Yeah, they're good for 3 years. Nice. The 10-2 Tennessee. Oh, they're a 97 offense, 99 defense. Let's go check their roster. I'm not worried, but this is like the best roster I've seen in the SEC the entire time I've been here. They had a couple high 90s, a couple low 90s, lots of 88s, so we should be fine. Well, let's get this advance out of the way. Oh my god, we lost. We lost. Dude, the Hawaii book choked it. Dude, the Hawaii book choked the streak. Oh my god, the streak just got ended because of fucking Hawaii. JK, what the fuck? How do we... Wait. What? Excuse me? Excuse me? I have CEO. Excuse me? Huh? Excuse me? That's the wrong one. What? I swear last year I got 21K for winning the conference. That's... Okay, never mind. False alarm. I swear when you win your conference championship, you get more than 2,000 XP. I swear that's not the normal amount of XP you get for winning your conference. That just doesn't feel right. Because the play... Okay, I got 16,000 now. Is that... Did they just, like, delay my XP a week? Why'd you give me 16,000 XP? Is that, like, a new bug where you don't get your conference championship XP the week of the game? It's the week after? See, if you would have included the other 17,000 XP on top of the 2,000 XP, it'd have been like, okay, 20K, we won. But yeah, that's kind of a very mid-season for a receiver. Oh my god. Well, that's not mid by no means. Now, he's going to win the award because he has 1,800 yards and 17 touchdowns, but my QB should win the award.
Just moments away. They've gotten to New York City, not by focusing on it, but once you're here, man, they want
my running back at 28 total. Dude, what the fuck was his offense? What the fuck was his offense? Okay, my running back having 28 touchdowns is insane. But my quarterback having 58 touchdowns is also insane. Dude, my QB's on pace to have like 70 touchdowns by the end of the playoff push.
And one more look at this year's Heisman finalist. One of these guys is...
I mean, 3 of the 4 guys there are my players, so you would think we would win the Heisman, but we'll see.
Okay, we've kept them waiting long enough.
Justin, I've seen something like that a few times where you don't get the shit until the week after the Heisman. That's so weird. That's so weird.
And here we go. This season, the Heisman Memorial Trophy is awarded to...
If the one non-Nevada player wins the Heisman, I'm gonna get pissed. Thank you. There's a god. Thank you. Yeah, the QB who just hucked 60 fucking touchdowns won the Heisman. Thank God. Look at that. Fucking 58 TDs, 5,600 yards. That's pre-playoffs, by the way. Pre-playoffs. Assuming we don't lose a playoff game, he still should have 3 more weeks and 3 more games to pad his shit. Bro, we're winning like every award there is. The Doak Walker, the Fred Biletnikoff, the John Mackey. Obviously, the Heisman, the Outland. Like, we're just winning everything. If only there was a skip all button. Wow, my contract was renewed. No shit. I'm locked out. Yeah, I gotta wait for the pop-ups in the bottom right corner. There we go. You were extended. Well, no shit, Sherlock. I would assume I'd be extended. Wisconsin, they're kind of scary. Actually. Before I say Wisconsin's scary, let's go check what Wisconsin actually is. What is Wisconsin? Show me a bad PB, please. South Carolina. Okay. They're a 4-2-5, which is concerning because we're a passing playbook, so. In terms of their D versus our O, it's a very good matchup, but we're just like 20 overall higher, so I'm going to assume that we should just gap them. And we do. Nice. Oh, we broke the single season run. Dude, this... Okay, Hawaii might be gas, but I've never tried it with a rushing QB, so we'll see. This might be like the Boise playbook where it only works in its prime form with a pocket passer. Okay, TCU. What is TCU? We beat them 40-21. Let's go find TCU. The Texas Christian University. I went the wrong way. Fuck. I scrolled past it? I did. Where are the T's? There you are. Oh no, they're running Arkansas with the 3-3-5. The 3-3-5 is whatever. It's Arkansas. Ooh, Arkansas playbook's kind of gas. But they're in 84, so we should just gap the fuck out of them too. They're in 84. If their team overall is an 84, that means a vast majority of their team is filled with sub 80 overall players. Can the gappening continue? Oh, I saw it. Yeah, we won. I'm glad to see that glitch is back. Where if you look in the top left of your screen, it spoils if you won or if you lost. Dude, I think my running back might have 40 touchdowns. Every week, this is the same record, just more records, more records, more records, more records. Holy shit. We're still getting them. Are we done? Oh, we get the rematch Notre Dame for like the 15th time? Oh, okay. Okay, Notre Dame. I forget who's their coach, but I have played him so many fucking times. And it's funny because we've literally changed our playbook every year. It's Kenny Dillingham, Arizona State. Dude, this playbook, I gotta try it because I have played this dude an unbelievable number of times. Now, I don't know how long he's been the coach for Notre Dame, so they might have different coaches. But Notre fucking Dame. I guess I lied. I, for some reason, thought I've seen him like at least 2 or 3 other times. Last year was Oregon. I guess I lied, yeah. Either way, we're rematching a guy we played a year ago, so. Let's go into FastSim, chat, and see if the playbook works in FastSim. I picked, like, the worst week to see if it works in FastSim, but we'll see. If we just handle our business, we can just blow them out, and then I can wrap the stream up here on another undefeated season. Team, just go in there and beat their ass. Oh, we instantly scored. Holy shit. Oh, we instantly scored again and again. Oh, God. Oh, God. Chat. We scored 35 in 1 quarter. Chat, we just put up 35 points in a quarter. Holy shit. Oh, my God. Dude, we legitimately just put up 35 in the first quarter and then just stopped playing the rest of the game. It got kind of close towards the end because we just weren't scoring, but when you score 35 in the first quarter, it's kind of hard to lose that. Wow. Wow. I hope my QB passed all over this team. Holy God. 400 yards, 67%, 5 tutties. Yeah, you guys, some of the people on that Notre Dame team has lost to me twice, which is pretty soul-crushing. Chat, look at that. Look at that shit. We had 28 points in the first quarter, and I guess that other 7 points must have came immediately going into the second, but 28 in the first, 14 in the second, 0 in the third, which is pretty sad, but we came back in the fourth. Dude, my QB also threw 2 ducks? Wow. My RB, 16 attempts, 94 yards, 2 touchdowns. Holy shit, we had 3 different receivers crack 100 yards. Wow. I'm actually shocked. Defense, few picks, few sacks, few TFLs. My kicker was 0 for 1. Wow. Was it a block? I don't believe so. My 90 kick accuracy kicker just missed a kick. Damn, chat. So what is that? What's the win streak up to now? 96? I think we're up to 96 wins. I think we're up to 96 straight wins. Chat, that is 90. We are 4 wins away from the 100 club. We are 4 dubs away from entering the 100 club. Ooh. It took us a while to get this shit moving, but now we're like moving. Everything has to be an A. We've not lost in 6 years. I can't wait to see what the finale stats end up being for everybody. Hawaii, I didn't respect your game. Now I'm a Hawaii respecter. Hawaii, I respect your game, brother. Bro, we about to be so poor. We are going to be so poor. Okay, this guy has to get the proverbial bag because he's my QB next year, so he, like, needs to come back. You're transferring because of conference prestige? My brother in Christ. We're in the SEC. We've won an infinite number of natties. How much does it cost to bring him back? Chat. Chat, did we run it? Oh my god, he threw... Chat. No one talk about that number. No one talk about that number. No one saw that. Chat, no one saw that number. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I haven't seen that in like 6 months. Holy shit. Dude, we have to run it back, don't we? Like, we have to just run it back. Like, he's only going to cost me $500. But here's the issue. If we bring him back, if we bring BJ Ivy back, that means he won't get his first start until his redshirt junior year. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. Ah, no. Oh, no. I want to bring him back so badly. But it would break my chain because Ivy technically, I think, has to get drafted this year. Then John Pears will play next year. Then after John Pears plays, Tony, not even pronouncing that last name, he'll play. And by then, hopefully one of these 4 QBs will be prepped. Oh, man. Oh, man. I want to bring him back so bad. Or I let John Pears walk. No, I can't. He's like so good though. Oh, he's so good though. Oh, he's so good though. Fuck. I have too many good QBs. Oh my god. Chat, we just found PB1, by the way. Oh my god, we just found PB1. Jesus Christ, man. My QB just threw for 7,000 yards. 74%. 70 touchdowns, 5 picks. For CFB 27, that is the most ridiculous stat line I've ever seen. For CFB 26, not so much. But for 27, that is insane. Holy shit. And I would like to say my running back just didn't help. My running back ran for 1,500 yards and 31 TDs. How many offensive touchdowns did we score this year? We had to score. Oh my God. Oh my God. Chat, we found PB1. Oh my God, we found PB1. Oh, and it's not even close. Holy shit. Bro, my tight end almost at 1,000 yards. No, that's actually the same. It's not. I've had QBs last year throw for 9,000 yards. But for this year, this is the best I've ever seen. Oh, it's insane? Okay. Typo, Fat Boy, I agree. It's insane. Jesus Christ. I mean, to be fair, none of these receivers were anywhere close to 4,000 yards receiving, to be fair. But who cares if the receivers were nowhere close to 4,000 yards when my quarterback just threw for fucking 7,000 yards? Oh my God. The fact that my tight end had 1,000 yards, 7 touchdowns is insane. My wide receiver 4, by the way. Wide receiver 4, 437, 7 TDs. Oh, Beastly, your running back had those crazy stats because all your QB did was check it down to him, bro. My running back had 339 yards and 4 touchdowns. My running back didn't even get that many catches. And look at how bad my O-line was. My 98 overall left tackle gave up 7 sacks. My 99 left guard gave up 3 sacks. My 99 right tackle gave up 3 sacks. Defense, you guys do the normal thing of like play okay, but dude, this is the single greatest season I've ever seen. I'm like speechless right now. I'm actually speechless. So yeah, we set the single passing record by, I think, IRL 1,000 yards. I think Joe Shiesty threw for 6K, so we IRL broke this by 900, which is insane. Obviously we broke the passing record, duh. That's goes without saying. We didn't break Barry. Oh yeah. Barry's is 37. I thought it was 34. I don't know why. I thought Barry's was 34, not 37. Wow. Obviously, the GOAT, if you guys have been a long-term viewer of the channel, the GOAT Lionel Kipper was 17 picks. If you guys didn't watch that stream, go back and watch that stream. Lionel Kipper was the greatest corner I've ever seen. Dog had 17 picks. Dude was insane. Chat, I know what I have to do. I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it, chat. Oh, man. Oh, brother. I mean, obviously, for testing purposes, I need to try a non... God damn it. for testing purposes, I need to try a quarterback who can scramble. So I need to try John Pears, because this offense might only work with a pocket passer. Like the Boise playbook, for example, doesn't put the same numbers up with a dual threat or a backfield creator or a pure runner like it does for the pocket passers. So I have to test if this playbook's the exact same. But man, if I wasn't doing any testing, I would legitimately give BJ Ivy the bag and bring him back for a super senior season just to see if we could throw for like 9,000 yards. But he has to go. I can't afford him, and I got, 8 other mouths to feed, so homie has to dip. But man, that is one hell of a fucking season. That is a hell of a season. Holy shit. I agree, Fat Boy. 70 touchdowns. I've never seen that before. Not in this game. Ray Games. Goodness, that's nuts. Almost 7K yards. I know. Shit's actually insane. Dude, whoever that guy was that said, go try Hawaii, all I'm going to say is his girlfriend / boyfriend, not going to assume which way he swings, but he or she swings, but I hope that that person is kept up to pretty well, because goodness gracious. Also, this guy has to come back because he's my only defensive end, so I have to give him the bag, but another thing which I'm going to probably make for a future YouTube video. So if you guys hear this pro tip anywhere else and they don't give me credit for this tip, make sure to make fun of the YouTubers who always steal my content and steal my ideas and steal my shit. I actually think the meta this year for re-signing your players, I think the meta is to re-sign everybody but your QB. I think the QBs in this game ask for way too much money. And so if you just, like example, my 94 overall QB was asking for less, or the more money, excuse me, than my 97 overall running back. So I think the meta is to just have a QB factory and you never pay a QB long term anyways, but you just pay for everybody else. Because I don't know why. I mean, I guess I do know why. QBs in real life make the most money, but it's so disproportionately large in this game that man, that is insane. I'm high-key dragging this out just because I'm like in shock. So a little roster peek real quick, make sure everyone's nice and fed. Ooh, you're not leaving me, buddy. You're mine. Which, by the way, that's like another tip. I got so many tips and tricks I gotta make videos on, and like I already know that because I'm not just spitting out videos at supersonic speeds. Other people are gonna pounce, but the fact that EA doesn't tell you when someone's leaving your team is disgusting. Like, there was a couple players that weren't on my high-risk thing. So, that's disgusting. Every player who is going to transfer or want to transfer, they should pop up on that list. The fact that I have to go into my specific depth chart and filter by each spot to find everybody is insane. I'm losing my tight end 3. That sucks. You came back. Who are you? Oh, my backup D tackle's coming back. Huge. You're leaving me. Fuck. You're leaving me. Also, fuck. Fuck. Okay, got a few guys to come back. I did retain some talent, but we are losing several guys. Wow. I'm like, oh no. No, I wasn't paying attention. I didn't get to see what the... Damn it. I advanced a week too fast. I didn't get to see what the score was to the other playoff games we did. Because I know we beat someone 42-21. I missed the playoff game in there. So yeah, I'm missing a kicker. I tried to recruit, but the game was like, fuck you. Which is fine. I'm going to just guess one of these three punters is probably a good dev trait. Let's go see which one. 90 kick power, 86 accuracy is not bad. You suck. You're mid. Okay, well, we found the punter. Fat Boy, how do you know who's going to get drafted and who's actually wants to leave, if that makes sense? You mean in that screen? There's no way of telling. All you have on that screen is that they're leaving, and the game doesn't specify why unless it's money related. If it's money related, the game will tell you they're leaving because of NIL. But if it's draft or to the portal, have to just guess. But regardless of the reason for why they want to leave, I want to prevent them from leaving, so. The why is kind of irrelevant. I just don't want them to leave. And as you saw, a few dudes still left, right? So it's not like I'm perfect and... But I stopped several from leaving that could have left. And I unfortunately couldn't stop a few, so... You gotta just play your odds. I had 10 guys who were leaving. I got 5 to stay and 5 to leave. Which is not terrible. But Beastly, just go turn the transfer portal off. That's what worked last year. I have the portal turned off. Like I say in my videos, they changed it this year to where it doesn't matter what your shit is. You will just lose guys to the portal, and you will lose guys to the draft. So this does nothing. I said nothing, but this doesn't work last year like it does this year, where you can just turn the portal off and you knew you were fine. Not this year. You can turn the portal off and you'll still get fucked. It's very fun. Very fun. All right, chat. As you guys know, we always end the stream. Wow. Look, chat, what a screenshot, by the way. I got 7 5-star gems, and I only paid 16 hundo for this class. That's a hell of a screenshot right there. I got 14 4-star gems. Damn. The NIL per value there is nuts. But as you guys know, we end every recruiting cycle guessing how many dev traits, how many elite devs and star devs do you think we have? The punter's normal dev? Fuck. That hurts my soul. He'll get cut next year, and I'll try to find a new punter to replace him. Fat Boy, you think it's 8? You think we have 8 elite devs here? I don't know why, but I kind of feel like we got little lucky this year. I'm gonna shoot for like 12. 12 might be too many, but I'm gonna shoot for 12. Impact. Ooh, that's not good. Having an impact dev out the gate's bad. Hey, there's one elite dev. There's one. There's 2. There's 2 elite devs. There's 3. Ooh, we are on fucking fire right now. There's 3 elite devs. Star dev, that's not bad, but for this situation, that's bad. Elite dev, there's 4. Fucking called it, by the way. 4. Star dev, ouch. Star dev, ouch. Star dev, ouch. Please stop. Elite dev, there's 5. Feel like a WWE referee. 5. Star dev, oh, please stop this. Star dev, no, we're gonna get star dev boned. Elite dev, there's 6. Star dev, oh, we're getting too many star devs. Elite dev, I think it's 7, right? Elite dev is 8. Star dev, impact, that is 9. That is 10. That's 11. I think I was off by 1. I think I was off by 1. Let me go back and recount. I think I was off by 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope. 9, 10, 11. Dude, I had 11. Bro, I was so close. Oh, I was so close. Dude, I was so close to having 12 elite devs. Oh, that hurts. Oh, well, we were close. How many star devs do we have? 1. That's what also fucked us. We had too many star devs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We had 8 star devs and 11 elite devs. We had 19 of the 22 class were star dev or better. And to be fair, this person we had to get out the portal because we had no other punters on the team. The original guy I was recruiting, we don't know what his dev trait was. I'm not going to say it was elite dev or star dev, but because we knew he was a gem, that does guarantee a dev trait. So there's a small possibility that the original guy we were pursuing that Ohio State fleeced from us had a dev trait, whether it's elite dev or star dev, that would have pushed the odds up, but that's not bad. We had 3 non-elite dev or star devs. That's not bad. And by the way, as you guys can see, I only paid 16 hundo for this class, so. Talk about bang for your motherfucking buck right there. Love that. Well, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap the stream here. I'm very tired. I have been going out and about these last several days doing lots of external stuff, so I'm tired. I'm going to go have a nap for the rest of the night. Wake up tomorrow, get some coffee, and do the off-season shit. Starting next stream tomorrow, we will be keeping up with the Hawaii playbook because I can't, in good faith, say it's the best playbook in the game and not try it with other QBs. Because, again, this could just be like Boise, where if you use a pocket passer, it's insane. If you use anyone else, the playbook's just mid. So, tomorrow we'll be doing the dual threat. That's... Actually, how fast is this dual threat? He should be pretty fast. This dual threat... Oh, I lied. Fuck. I don't know why my brain was like he was 90 speed. This guy is not 90 speed. He has the exact same speed as the pocket passer just did. Well, that does change things. Not by a wide margin. But I guess next year we'll test an average speed QB. Because I'm not going to be... I mean, we'll see how many tokens I get, but... Assuming I don't get a stupid amount of tokens, I'm going to have to max out the IQ and accuracies. So I might not have any room for speed. However, his backup, as you guys can see... Tony over here, Tony is pretty fast. So the pocket passer will probably be like the benchmark for like what a slow QB does. The current QB will probably be what an average QB does, and this guy will be what a crackhead does with like, 99 speed and all this fun jazz. Hopefully. We'll see. But either way, I appreciate y'all. If you guys have any questions, go watch my newest VOD. Go leave a comment on that video. Go hype that VOD up. The more you guys do support, share, and all that fun jazz, the more I am inclined to get off my lazy ass, which been very busy, but get off my ass and make more content. So I appreciate y'all. Much love. Shout out James. I appreciate you. Shout out Fat Boy. Shout out Jay Glad. It didn't butcher it this time. Jay Glad, how you doing? But yeah, guys, much love, and I will see you guys next one. Take care.